What's up, guys? Welcome back to the wood shop. You're gonna hear some chicken sounds in the background here from the shop because the chicken coop is just outside of the shop. And they are going to crow and make noises because they're out there laying eggs and such. So I discovered that my dust collector bags have a few holes in them. And I did some looking and reading online, and I found a couple places where using some iron-on patches will work. So that's what I'm going to do today. Try to get these sealed up, and we're going to see if it'll actually work. So let me go get those patches and a pair of scissors. Okay, got these canvas iron-on patches from Hobby Lobby. Hopefully they'll work. They come fully packaged with holes in them already, so we'll see. So, and you can tell you got a pair of shop scissors. The dog from years past got a hold of them, and the wife decided that I didn't need new scissors. I could just take some old ones. So I'm just going to cut out a piece that will cover this bigger hole. I have both the bags, both my bags have holes in them. So the blog that I read had the patch on the outside. I'm actually going to do it on the inside because I want that inside pressure generated by the dust collector fan to actually help push on the patch to hopefully keep it in place. So I'm just going to kind of lay that over. I'm going to get this iron here. Do not tell my wife that I'm using her brand new iron. I think I would be banned to the shop if she found out. I don't know that that's really a big deal, but as far as getting banned to the shop, I like it out here. All right, so the instructions say to set iron to cotton setting with no steam. So that's what I'm going to do. So the cotton setting automatically steams. As you can see, I emptied it out, so it's just basically steaming off whatever water is left. Whoa, it's like an eruption. So it's just going to let that water steam off whatever's left there. All right, let's apply some heat. See if this works. I did forget to say that you should probably wash your bag. If you're going to repeat this process, wash your bag. This bag looked terrible, almost looked like this right here. Okay. I've given it the allotted time that it requires. Actually, the corner looks like it's not quite down yet, so we'll do that one again. And I'll flip the bag over and see if there's any other spots that need repair. Repair the other bag, and when I'm done, I will throw it back on the dust collector and we'll see if she holds air. Okay, you got the bags put back on. I don't know if you can see over here, but that was a pretty big hole that I had to patch in that bottom bag. So I'm hoping it'll hold. Well, there's nothing to it but to do it. Let's turn her on. I don't feel any more air coming out of this one, which is good. There's a little bit of air coming through here. It looks like it's holding air pretty good. All right, here's a couple takeaways from the repair. Use the best quality patch you can buy. This one just so happened to be $3, and it was the most expensive one on the shelf at Hobby Lobby, so I figured more expense, better quality. I guess we'll find out. I'm also going to follow up the repair by touching up the outside with some fabric cement or fabric adhesive. My wife has some in the house that she used to make my daughter's Halloween costume last year, so I'm going to use that on the outside. Just smear it on the frayed edges of the hole on this side of the patch, and hopefully I'll get another few years out of it. We'll see. I can no longer buy parts for this because the company's out of business and nobody makes replacement parts for this, bags or anything otherwise. So everything I find is either too big or too small for the collector itself. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching.